Hi friends, back today with a new video, and I thought we could start with today with looking at the coloring pages that I've colored in the beginning of my adult coloring journey. So these are pictures that are there are some from 2015, some from 2016, on up to 2018. Because I think after about 2018 was around the time I stopped taking out perforated pages. So now if they're perforated, I just leave them in the book because I just prefer it that way. And I don't know, it's just easier and nicer, I think, for me if I just leave them in the book. But I did tear the perforated ones out from like different books, and I put them all in page protectors. So we're going to take a little journey down memory lane and look at all of my finished and some unfinished, like this one right here. Coloring pages from way back when. So I put all of them in this binder. None of these are PDFs, because I didn't know about principal coloring pages from like independent artists back then. So these are all from books, or they're like photocopied from like friends' books or whatever. So anyway, enough with saying this picture is unfinished, but this is from Creative Haven. Oh my god, Midnight Garden, and all of the pages in that book have black backgrounds. So they're all floral with black backgrounds, just like this. And I remember the first time I saw a page colored from this book was on Pinterest. Somebody else had colored a page, and I was like, oh my god, where is that from? Like, it never occurred to me that like you could make the backgrounds black like that, and I was just like, oh, I have to figure out where that's from. So I did a reverse image search on Google and figured out it was from the Creative Haven Midnight Garden coloring book, and I ordered it off of Amazon like that day. That book is the very first book that I ever ordered off of Amazon. It's like the beginning of my coloring book obsession, basically. So I used Staedtler dual tip markers to color this. Not the kind that they have now that are called, I think they're called like Lumograph or something, where one end is a brush tip. This one end was a fine tip, and one end is like almost like a Crayola super tip type nib, you know. But I still have these, and I still like them. So I actually kind of like this. I'm sad that I stopped coloring. I think I used to go through this phase where I thought that like if I only used like one medium in a picture, or if it like wasn't color pencil, I wasn't like doing my best. Like I felt like I had to shade everything, and I've gotten over that. Now I don't put as much pressure on myself, you know. I just try to enjoy myself and enjoy the process. But yeah, this is Staedtler dual tip pens, markers actually. So I'm going to pull all of these out from each like page protector at once and then close the book because there's a little bit of glare. So I'm going to put the book down here, the binder down here, and I'm just going to pull the pages out and put them in a stack right here. So this is also from, I think all of these are from Midnight Garden in this sleeve. Yeah, they are. So all of these are from Creative Haven Midnight Garden, and this is Crayola crayons and Pilot Frixion pens. They're not gel pens because they're matte. I don't know if you can tell, like, the red. See, it's not super matte. Also, that is not white gel pen. That's just the picture. That's just how the picture looks. My white gel pen lines aren't that straight. But yeah, this is Crayola crayon and Pilot Frixion pens. Those are the pens that they erase, and they basically the eraser is just plastic, and the ink reacts to heat and friction, and that's what makes it erase. But it's also kind of dangerous to use if you live in a warm climate, because, like I do, because if it gets too hot, it'll disappear. So hopefully this one will last a while. Like, the red won't disappear or anything. But I did this in, I don't think I did date it. So I did this one in September, or I finished it September 2nd, 2016. And this one underneath it, which used to be, these flowers used to be a lot more vibrant, but I think the marker I used like faded. They were Mr. Sketch scented markers, and I bought them because, you know, they remind me of my childhood. When I was in elementary school, I used to love, like, scented anything, scented markers, those, like, scratch and sniff stickers. I had Crayola scented crayons as a kid, so I saw these and was like, oh, I have to have these. But the color faded a lot in these flowers right here, but that's okay. And there's also gel pen on these little flowers in the background and on the bird. And there's glitter gel pen right here that I kind of mixed together. I don't know if you can see that real well. And then I used Crayola crayons on the clouds, and they're the Crayola crayons that have, like, more than one color in them. I forgot what they're called right off the top of my head. They're like the twistable ones. And I had a nice, same thing with the wings, by the way. I had a fun time doing these because the black makes all the colors you put on the page just pop a little more. So yes, I'll show you a closer look. I like all of the pictures I've colored. I don't dislike any picture, basically. So this is also, all of these are from Midnight Garden, like I said before, with gel pen and, let's see, this is crayon too. This is Crayola crayon, and this is gel pen that got smushed, like smeared right here. I don't know if you can see that. See the yellow kind of in the middle. And this is metallic gel pen and neon gel pen. Again, just having fun. This was up on my fridge for a while. And this is from, all of these are from 2016, by the way. And this next one, which is fine liner, Staedtler fine liner, marker, I think it's Crayola marker, Crayola Super Tips, and gel pen. And I like this one too. It got like a little, I don't know if it got like wet or what, I can't remember, but there's like a little, this like spots, it looks like it got wet or something. But yep. So here are more colorful flowers. I really like this page. There's some glitter gel pen on here too, which is kind of hard to tell. Oops, that's too close. So, and that's the end of the first sleeve. I'm going to put these back and take out the next set here. Alright, here is the next set. And this first page, my sister was given a coloring book and some pencils for her birthday, I think, this particular year. And she said if I wanted to, I could color a page. So I did. I don't remember like what the name of the book was or anything like that. But I picked this page to color because it's a butterfly, and I love butterflies. And I remember my my niece and my nephew were like, "You're still coloring that?" It took me like I think 2 days to finish it, and they were like, "You're still coloring it?" I'm like, "Yeah, slow colorist." And I think this was 2016 too, but I didn't put a date on it. But yeah, this is just the color pencils that she was given. I'm not sure what the name of the color pencils were or anything, unfortunately. But yeah, I think it's cute. There's no like shading or anything, it's just straight coloring. Kind of mandala-ish. Okay. So the next page I have is more flowers. And I'm trying to think. This was from a book I got at the Dollar General that I still have the book actually. And I still really love that book. It's called, I think it's called like Flowers and More or something like that. It's by Bindon. They had like a few. It was like, they had a Mandala one, and they had this one, and they had like a cat and a dog one. And I have the Mandala one, or the Mandala one, and the floral one. But this is Pilot Frixion pens, and color pencil. So there's color pencil like on the lighter parts, and that was Sargent Art color pencils, which I'm talking about the regular Sargent Art pencils, not like the Sargent Art Supreme pencils. Because I don't have Sargent Art Supremes, but the regular Sargent Art pencils are hands down the most awful pencils I have ever used in my whole life. They are really not pigmented and really hard to color with. Like, this is me pressing super, super hard to get this red and this pink. Like, really hard. And also, I think the blue up here in the middle. Even so, I like the colors. There are some neat pages in this book. I should have pulled the book out so you guys could see, but I didn't think about it. Next is, this is like one of the first things I've colored, as in terms of like adult coloring books, and this book was from Ollie's, and it was like a coloring book for artists. Like, I think it was like relaxation. It was like a very generic title. I don't have it anymore, but I did this with a color pencil and fine liners, and I used Prismacolor's Scholar color pencils, and yeah, it's kind of paisley-ish right here. Kind of reminds me of paisley at the bottom. But I don't know, does this one, nope, that one doesn't have a date, but this is like this is late 2015 I did this. So let me show you guys up close. And next, this picture was given to me by my friend, so I'm not sure what book it came from, but this is all gel pen. I have some very colorful pictures. I like this one. I really miss these gel pens. I don't know if they make them anymore. They were called Color Fest gel pens, COLORFEST. But they were really, really nice. There were a few that would skip, were a little dry, but those, I think it was just the green, the neon green, but there was like neons and regular colors, metallic and glitter. Not like a huge selection of colors, but they were good pens. And this is 2016. I didn't put the date, but I remember it's early 2016. And this is from a Paisley coloring book. This is from another Ollie's coloring book. I got the very, very first like adult coloring books. Wait, adult coloring books I got were from Ollie's, and it was a Paisley one, and then it was like just kind of like abstract designs like that other page I showed you. And I did this one with Prismacolor Scholar pencils, and I was very proud of this at the time. Oh, there's also Staedtler fine liner in the little lines like here and here and here. So yeah, I think it's cute. And this is 2016. And this page is from that floral coloring book I was telling you guys about that I got from Dollar General. It's like flowers and more or whatever. And most of these are done with gel pen and color pencil and crayon. So yeah, I just wanted to make each flower look different. This is from the 80s coloring book that they have or had at Dollar General. I'm not sure if they still have it. But this pattern in particular, I don't know if anybody else like remembers this pattern, but this is like, this embodies like 80s to me. Like when I think of 80s, I think of this pattern. Maybe not these exact colors, but definitely this pattern. And I used Sharpie, and I started to color the background in blue. I'm pretty sure that was blue Prismacolor Scholar pencil, but I stopped. I guess I was like, too much work. And this is April 17th, 2017. And this next page I just used as a test page for the Kohinoor Magic FX color pencils, you know, the really chunky ones that have all the different colors in the core. And I don't know, I think even though it's just a test page, it looks cool. Very abstract. And this next page I did with the Mr. Sketch scented markers. And this, I think, was a page that my friend gave to me that I colored. This does not have a date on it. I like the colors though. It's a nice pattern. This took me forever. I did this with all glitter gel pen. I don't know if it like, you can kind of see it there. But this took me, I say forever, I think it took me like 4 days. So not even close to my record, but it felt like a long time then. And the gel pen, it hasn't faded, so that's nice. These are those Color Fest gel pens that I was telling you about. And if you're wondering, like, most of these pages are from that floral Dollar General coloring book that I was telling you about. And my friend gave me this picture too, so I'm not sure where it's from. But I used gel pen and Prismacolor Scholar pencils. And also I think some fine liner. I was very proud of this picture. Oops. And oops, we're gonna move on to the next area. Some got stuck. Hold on. Okay, so this is the next set of pages. And This page is pretty cool. It's from the Just Add Color Patterns coloring book, and I got it from Hobby Lobby. And it has this is Staedtler dual tip marker and clear Jelly Roll glitter gel pen. Like, let's see, can you see it? It's very like faint. You can kind of see it around the edges, but I thought that was pretty cool. I like the color combination. This is from, it's from a leisure, excuse me, it's from a Leisure Arts coloring book from Walmart, if I remember correctly. And this is the only page I colored in that book because I didn't care for the designs really. And this is not a whip. I did this on purpose. I only colored, I think these are poppies, but I'm not sure. I only colored these flowers that were open. And I did this with Staedtler fine liners. You can see like the other flowers are to the side, so I only colored the open ones. And I remember my friend was like, "You can frame that, it looks amazing." And I was like, "Yeah, okay." Thanks. Okay, my mom colored this one, and I was very proud of it. This is from Casey Doodle Art, and this is Carissa Bosque. Yes, Carissa Bosque, and this is the Casey Doodle Art Beautiful Dreamer coloring book that this came from, and I love that book. I think I've only colored 3 pages out of that book, and I've had it forever. But yeah, my mom colored this dream catcher, and she wanted to follow the color palette down here. Like, she wanted to make it look like the little picture in the corner. Whoops, the camera is at a weird angle. So she wanted to make it look kind of like this, and I think she did a good job. She used marker Raffine and Prismacolor Scholar, and yeah, I was very proud of her. She's not like a colorer or anything, but I told her she had to like color this and then sign it. So this says February 10th, 2017, and her initials. So this is another picture from the same book, but this is one that I did. And I did this with when I got my Stabilo fine liners. And I, as a rule, prefer Stabilo fine liners a little more over Staedtler fine liners because I think the nibs on Stabilo fine liners are nicer, but they're very, very close. I like both of them. And we have this picture, and this has Prismacolor Scholar color pencils and also the Crayola twistable crayons that have like different colors in them. And this is from one of those 2 Ollie coloring books, those coloring books from Ollie's that I was telling you about. And I was very proud of this. It was on my fridge for a long time because it's so colorful. This is from 2016, and it's from Color Magazine, I think it was called. It was one of those like monthly magazines that had coloring pages. I still have that magazine actually. It's like October 2016, the issue. But I love this page. When I saw it and I was like, oh, I have to color it. If you can tell, down here I started to use the Pilot Frixion pens to color in the bricks, and I quickly realized that I would run out of ink if I colored every single brick with this. So I couldn't color over it, so I just left it. But I outlined the bricks with the pen instead, and I colored everything else in with Sargent Art color pencils. The bane of my existence. Dun, dun, dun. But I still like the way it turned out. And no, there's a date. So August 12th, 2016, and you can see I was testing out my colors on the back because I didn't have a swatch book at that point. This is also from that Color magazine. My friend gave me this page though. And this is just art supplies, so I was like, oh, this is perfect. And I did this with Sargent Art color pencils. And yeah, this is around the same time. So this is August 16th, 2016. This is from one of the Lisa Frank adult coloring books. And I did this with Sargent Art color pencils inside the ear and neon gel pens in general for everything else. So cute. I was like, it's Lisa Frank, so it has to be like neon, super colorful. I don't have a date on this one, but I think it was like November 2016-ish. Alright, next group. Getting somewhat towards the end here. So this is the next pile. So this is Joanna Basford. Had this for free on her website, and it's right before World of Flowers came out, and it's hashtag 30 Days of Flowers, and so every day you color a flower. So I don't think I got almost to the end. Look. The last three I didn't color. So sad. But I tried to like make each one different, you know? Just different pencils and stuff. So I think this was 2018, if I'm not mistaken. So basically I used every pencil set I had to see, also because I was curious, like, because this is just printer paper, so I was like, oh, which one will work best on printer paper? Pretty much the ones that you would think would be best. I think I liked Polychromos the best, and then probably Prismacolor. but I tried all of mine. And then back here, you're supposed to color in like every circle for every day. But I didn't finish that. And then imagine my surprise when I got the World of Flowers book and this is like in the book, and I was like, but I already colored it. So I haven't colored that page. But I thought this was a really neat idea. Alright, next is, this is from a Disney princess coloring book for kids that I've had since forever. It's like almost 10 years old at this point. And I was trying to use watercolor and Prismacolor on this paper, and what happened was, like, the black lines kind of just smeared and then did something weird, made their face look really dirty and stuff. Also, not quite sure what's going on with his jacket, but I tried. Doesn't look that bad. I put gold for her shoes. Aladdin is my favorite Disney movie. That's from 2018. And this is the mandala from that Dollar General Mandala book I have. I keep saying Mandala, whatever. I wasn't really into mandalas for a really long time, up until the beginning of this year actually, but I got that book from the Dollar General and was like, oh, I'll give it a try because I liked the paper. And soon after, actually, Bindon changed the paper they used and it was not as good in my opinion. But anyway, so this is Staedtler dual tip markers, water-based markers, and gold gel pen, and yeah, clear glitter jelly roll pen in some places. Let me see if you can. Yeah, you can see it. It gives a cool effect if you just want like shimmer, you know. And this was done on January 13th, 2018. So long ago, right? It feels like forever ago. This is from Creative Haven, and in this book, this is all animals, and the words adjectives describing each individual animal is what makes up the shape of the animal. So, like the butterfly says, wispy insect, alluring, fragile, delicate, beautiful, winged, fanciful, enchanting, pretty, colorful, amazing, lovely, bright, billowy, adorned, small. There's a couple of different books in this series. There's like one for desserts, which I thought was really cool. So I did this with Kaiser Craft metallic gel pens and Sargent Art color pencil for the like swirls. Wait, no. Staedtler Norris color pencils for the swirls. And I did this March 17th, 2017. Here's another one from that same book, and it's chicken, or it says rooster, but we can call it a chicken. I know they're different things, but I like this one a lot. I like how it just says yard bird really big. And I tried to make each word different. Like the foot says scratch, and it's like I tried to make it like scratchy looking. And I did this with Staedtler Norris pencils and the Kohinoor Magic FX pencils for the swirls, and Staedtler fine liners. Oh, this one I did also from that same book, and it is, I'm guessing it's an alligator and not a crocodile. It doesn't say, but I'm gonna assume it's an alligator. So this book is adorable. This is making me want to pull this book out and color another one in this. But I tried again to make each word or sentence different. So I used Staedtler Norris pencils and Staedtler fine liners. And all these were colored around the same time, so I would say 2017. Early 2017. Whoops. This is the very first mandala I've ever colored. And it's from the Dollar General mandala book. And it is the Staedtler dual tip markers. And right in here is the Pilot Frixion pens. And I love this color palette. And I colored this May 4th, 2017. This is from the 80s coloring book from Dollar General, and this is a Corvette. And I colored it to look like Barbie's Corvette. When I was a kid, I had my sister's silver Corvette that she had passed down on to me, but there was also, I think there was a red one too, but I never had the red one. So this is Prismacolor Scholar and Staedtler, yes, Staedtler fine liners, and what else? There was one more thing. No, that was it. So it's Prismacolor Scholars and Staedtler fine liners. And I did this on March 7th, 2017. And I colored, this is from Casey Doodle Art Beautiful Dreamer coloring book by Chrissa Bosquet. And this is done entirely with Marco Raffine colored pencils. And I colored it to make it look like me and my kitty Sophie. She was always next to me. She recently passed away. I think I mentioned that in another video. But I miss her a lot. But I love this picture because it's definitely looks like something her and I would be doing, is looking out of the window. Alright, last section. One of these back here is from last year. Forgotten I had torn that one out for some reason. Okay. So first we have this, and it's from the Pusheen Pocket or Mini Coloring Book. I love Pusheen. And I colored this in autumn. And I used Stabilo fine liners. You can see I kind of blended the colors a little on the leaves. Oh, also I colored Pusheen with Prismacolor pencil. I don't know why I didn't color her with fine liners too. Oh well. And oh no, I thought I did this in 2018. It says November 4th, 2017. And let's see what else. So my friend got me a book with different like nature themed small pictures like this, and they're like, it's on cardstock. See, it's really thick paper, and they're single-sided, and it's a really pretty book. I still have it. And I did, oh my goodness, I used Pilot Frixion pens to color these guys. And I did this on September 2nd, 2016. And this is another one from that same book where the goldfish were from. And I used Statler fine liners and Sargent Art colored pencils. This one doesn't have a date, but it was around the same time as the fishies. So this is from the Casey Doodle Art Beautiful Dreamer coloring book. And I did this one with Erogetin color pencils and Stabilo fine liners. This is like a really quick one. Oh, also stickles. There's stickles on the flowers in different places. You can kind of see it. Yeah. This is just a really quick one because I wanted to see like how Erogitins worked on this paper. This paper is a little slick for Erogetin pencils. Like, Erogetin pencils work really well by themselves on Create Space paper. So do Crayola pencils. So do Staedtler Norris pencils. Basically, for the most part, if your pencil is really hard, Create Space paper will like them for the most part. But the Erogitins and the Crayolas are... Oh, also the Prismacolor Verithin pencils work well on Create Space paper. So any of those pencils I recommend if you just want to color with just pencil on those pages and you don't have polychromos, because those are the next best thing. I know not everyone can afford polychromos, so if you're looking for like a more budget-friendly option, those would be the way to go. But I digress. I went on a little tangent. Okay. Now, I cannot remember what the name of this coloring book is. I think it's called Follow Your Dreams. Pretty sure that's what it's called. But, I used Prismacolor to color this, and I think a little bit of Stabilo fine liners on the butterfly and on the little berries. definitely called Follow Your Dreams now that I think of it, but I don't remember what the artist's name is. I remember this is on my Instagram actually, and I tagged her at the bottom, and she liked it, which made me happy. And I did this on December 23rd, 2016. And this is the one that I did last year that I pulled out, and I don't remember why I pulled it out. Very unlike me. Anyway, to do that last year at least. I used, oh my gosh, Black Widow pencils, and some places, like on the leaves, they look kind of watercolory, and I used the watercolor markers to do that with. And I think I also did it with the blue in the sky a little bit. Definitely the leaves and the lemons though. And I think the flowers. Yeah. But I had a lot of fun. I kind of put the Black Widows over the marker. And I don't know if this is from Creative Haven Country Charm. And I don't know if this was like the right paper to do it on, obviously, but I still think it looks nice. Really colorful, like Black Widow pencils are super colorful. I'm so excited for the new Black Widow pencils. I'm definitely going to get some at some point. But yeah, this is Country Charm, and it's by Teresa Goodrich, which is one of my favorite artists for sure. And I did this on January 7th, 2019. And that is all, my friends. All done. So let me know how you liked this video, and if you liked my little walk down memory lane, my coloring memory lane. And yeah, that's about it. So I'll see you guys soon for another video. Until then, bye.